Before the Saltire Fellowship, I had a stint in investment banking. I worked for Morgan Stanley and their international prime brokerage business, which was a very interesting organization. However, I wanted to build a startup, so I left and tested a model for car servicing. So the idea was to build a large business that could solve a problem for millions of motorists in the UK. It's a very challenging model, testing different variants, where I learned quite a lot about what not to do. Post this opportunity, I was invited onto the Saltire Fellowship. Yeah, so since graduating from the Saltire Fellowship, I did a project for a well-known Scottish-based e-commerce entrepreneur called Kevin Doran. And Kevin introduced me to Flavely, where I became a co-founder. Been at Flavely now for 3 years. Been on an incredible journey where we've set out to try and build a global community of drinks makers, to connect a global community of drinks makers and consumers. We have launched a craft beer discovery club. We've launched a craft gin discovery club. We're about to launch a bottle shop. And I think to date, since joining, we've shipped about 1.5 million bottles, which is quite a lot of drink. So for me, the professionally and personally, the program's had a huge impact. I guess personally, I've made a lot of good friends for life. I've got a really fantastic network of people within the Saltire community, as well as our specific cohort. We've got people that the types of friends that you might not speak to them for 6 months or a year, and you pick back up where you left. I think professionally, it's opened up an amazing network that's allowed me to develop the business that we're in. It's introduced me to partners, introduced me to investors, and really opened you up to like-minded people, which is very important when you want to learn how to build and scale a company. I think the highlight of the program is the people. I think the people make the program, so that's a combination of the quality of the rest of the candidates on our group. We had a really good group, really nice composition. Everybody brought something different to the table. Obviously, the rest of the Saltire team are really, really helpful throughout the process and post-process. And having graduated a few years now, we're still in contact with keeping contact with the people at Saltire about opportunities, etc. And the Babson faculty are really awesome. World-class caliber, and their network as well. So I think it's we get the impression with the cohort of people you work with, there's nothing really that isn't possible with the kind of talent and mindset and the network, which is undoubtedly the best part of it.